she announced on Instagram Live. Breaking up with him right now. Watch me kick him out of his own apartment. Then tried to change my locks while streaming. I calmly called entertainment for your followers. Then I had building security escort her out while still live streaming. When her 12,000 followers watched, security explained she wasn't on the lease. I, 29 male, was in a budget meeting when my phone started vibrating non-stop. Ignored it. Meeting ended 20 minutes later. Checked my phone. 15 texts, all from different people, all saying some variation of, "Bro, your girlfriend is losing it on Instagram." Opened Instagram. My girlfriend of 8 months was live. 12,284 viewers. She was sitting on my couch, in my apartment, holding up a receipt from the hardware store. So yeah, I just bought this deadbolt kit for $43.99. Gonna install it myself while he's at work. He thinks he can just ignore my texts all day? Nah. When he gets home tonight, his key won't work. Let's see how he likes that. Comments were exploding. Get it, girl. This is iconic. Make him pay. Oh, and for everyone asking where I'm gonna put his stuff. The hallway. Literally just gonna pile all his crap in the hallway. He can deal with it. This is my apartment now. I sat there, stared at my phone. She was announcing a felony to 12,000 people. Illegal eviction, broadcast live. The thing is, I own this apartment. Well, I'm on the lease, solo, have been for 3 years. She moved in 4 months ago after her roommate situation fell apart. Translation, roommate kicked her out for not paying rent. Called building security. Hey, this is Unit 847. I need someone up here now. My girlfriend is on Instagram Live, announcing she's changing my locks and evicting me. Sir, is she on your lease? No, I'm the only leaseholder. She's a guest who's attempting to illegally evict me, and she's broadcasting it. We'll send someone immediately. Told my boss I had an emergency. Left. Drove home doing exactly the speed limit because getting pulled over while your apartment's being stolen seemed like a bad day. Kept the live open. She was now attempting to install the deadbolt. Failing miserably. Okay, so these instructions make no sense. Like, why are there 3 different diagrams? Whatever. I'm a strong, independent woman. I can figure out a stupid lock. Viewer count, 13,109. Someone commented, "Girl, is this even legal?" She read it out loud. "Is this legal?" Yeah. I've lived here for months. It's called common law marriage or whatever. He can't do anything about it. Another comment, "That's not how that works." Whatever. You're not a lawyer. I know my rights. Pulled into my building's parking garage. Texted security. I'm in the building. Coming up now. Elevator ride felt like an hour. Could still hear her through my door, still streaming. Unlocked my door with my key. Walked in. She was on the floor surrounded by lock parts, screws, and the drill I bought last year. Her phone was propped on the coffee table, camera facing her. "Oh, perfect," she said, looking up at me. "Everyone, look who decided to show up. Mr. Too busy for his girlfriend." "Hey babe, what you doing?" "What does it look like?" "I'm changing the locks." "On my apartment." "Our apartment, my lease, my name only." She stood up, grabbed her phone, turned the camera on me. "See? This is what I've been dealing with. My apartment, my lease. Like I don't even exist. You exist, you're just not on my lease. I've lived here for 4 months. As my guest." Viewer count, 14,336. Someone screen recording this probably. "You can't just throw me out. You're literally trying to throw me out." On Instagram, to 14,000 people. Knock on the door. "Security?" Her face changed. Panic, then anger. "You called security on me? You announced you were committing a felony on social media." "Yeah, I called security." Opened the door. 2 security officers. The older one looked tired. The younger one looked like he was trying not to laugh. "Sir," older officer said, "you called about an illegal eviction attempt?" "Yep, she's live streaming herself trying to change my locks and evict me from my own apartment." Held up my phone showing my lease on the building's resident portal. My name, only my name. Younger officer looked at her phone, still streaming. "Ma'am, you're broadcasting this?" "Yes. Everyone needs to see how he treats me." "How many viewers?" "Over 14,000. He nodded slowly. "So 14,000 people just watched you admit to attempted illegal eviction." "It's not illegal. I live here." "Are you on the lease?" Older officer. "I don't need to be. We're in a relationship." "That's not how leases work, ma'am." This is insane. Are you seriously taking his side? We're taking the law's side. Do you pay rent here? We split expenses. Do you pay rent to the building? Silence. Ma'am, if you're not on the lease and you don't pay rent directly to the property, you're a guest. The leaseholder can ask you to leave at any time. She turned to me. You're really doing this in front of everyone? You announced you were evicting me on Instagram Live. Yeah, I'm really doing this. I was joking. You bought a $44 lock kit. You drilled out my lock casing. I pointed at the door. She'd actually damaged it trying to install the new deadbolt. That's not a joke. That's property destruction. Older officer looked at the door. Did you damage the door, ma'am? It's not damage. I was installing a new lock. On property you don't own. That's vandalism. Her face went white. Sir, officer looked at me. Do you want her removed from the premises? The comments on her live were going insane. Half her followers were screaming about misogyny. The other half were saying things like, girl, you just incriminated yourself, and this is the best content I've ever seen. Yes, I want her out. Today. Now. No. She started crying. I have nowhere to go. You should have considered that before trying to steal my apartment. I wasn't stealing. You were changing the locks to prevent me from entering my own home. That's textbook theft. Younger officer, ma'am, you need to pack your belongings. You have 30 minutes. 30 minutes? You're lucky we're giving you that. Technically, he could have you removed immediately for trespassing. She looked at her phone, then at me. You're really gonna throw me out? Make me pack on camera? You made this public, not me. She ended the live. 14,962 viewers when it cut off. Started throwing clothes in bags, crying loudly. Security stood there watching to make sure she didn't take anything of mine. She grabbed my PlayStation controller. That's mine, I said. You gave this to me. I let you use it. It's mine. Put it back. She threw it at the TV. Missed. Younger officer picked it up. Ma'am, if you damage any more property, we will call the police. 28 minutes later, she was done. 3 garbage bags of clothes, her makeup, her laptop. What about the rest of my stuff? Text me when you want to pick it up. I'll be here with security. You're not coming back alone. This is illegal. No, older officer said. This is legal. Very legal. What you tried to do was illegal. They escorted her to the lobby, made sure she left the building, came back to my apartment. Door frame was damaged from her drill attempts. Lock was half installed, unusable. Called building maintenance. Yeah, my girlfriend tried to change my locks without permission and damaged the door. They sent someone up, fixed it in an hour. $175 maintenance fee charged to my account. Sat on my couch, opened Instagram. She'd posted to her story already. Just got illegally evicted. He called security on me. I'm homeless? This is domestic violence. Yeah, this was far from over. Update 1. The video was everywhere by midnight. TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. Someone had screen recorded the entire live. Entitled Girlfriend Tries to Steal Apartment on Instagram Live. 892K views. My phone wouldn't stop. Friends, family, coworkers I hadn't talked to in years. Everyone had seen it. My brother called. Dude, what the actual hell? Yeah, she tried to steal your apartment. On camera. To 15,000 people. Is she stupid or just entitled? I'm going with both. Her Instagram was a mess. Story after story. He threw me out with nowhere to go. Security brutalized me. All my stuff is still there, and he won't let me get it. Comments were split. Her core followers, mostly other influencers, were supporting her. Everyone else was roasting her. You literally live-streamed yourself committing a crime. Girl, you're not on the lease. You tried to change his locks and you're the victim? But the ones supporting her were loud. Started a hashtag, #Justice for Victims, not even using her name, just victims. Posted my full name, my workplace, my apartment building address, everything. Friday morning, my office HR called me in. We've been getting calls. I know, my ex-girlfriend is directing her followers to harass my workplace. She's claiming you abused her. She tried to illegally evict me from my apartment on Instagram Live. Here. Showed them the full video. The HR director watched the whole thing. Oh yeah. She really announced she was stealing your apartment. While 15,000 people watched. We'll flag any future calls as harassment, but you should probably get a lawyer. Got a lawyer that afternoon. Showed him everything. He actually smiled. She recorded herself committing attempted illegal eviction. Yep, and posted it publicly. 14,962 people watched. This is the easiest case I've ever had. Don't delete anything. Save everything. If she tries to sue, we'll countersue for property damage, harassment, and defamation. That night, she showed up at my building. Security called. Sir, she's back, demanding to be let up. She's not on my approved guest list anymore, right? Correct. We told her she can't enter. She's refusing to leave the lobby. Give her one warning, then call the police for trespassing. 15 minutes later, police are here. She's being escorted off property. No charges filed, just a warning. She posted about it. Cops called on me for trying to get my belongings. This is harassment. More hashtags, more of my information getting posted. Someone doxed my parking spot number. Sunday I got a letter from her lawyer, budget firm, template cease and desist, claiming I owed her $8,000 for rent contributions and her half of the security deposit. My lawyer responded Monday morning. No rent was paid by your client to the property management. Any money exchanged was between private parties for shared living expenses. She has no claim to the security deposit as she was never on the lease. Furthermore, she owes my client $175 for property damage during her illegal eviction attempt. Also included, screenshots of her admitting on Instagram that she was taking my apartment, her own words as evidence. Her lawyer dropped her 3 days later. Then, Tuesday happened. I came home from work. She was sitting outside my apartment door. With her mom? We need to talk, her mom said. Stand-in lawyer now, apparently. Nope. My daughter has rights. Your daughter tried to steal my apartment on Instagram Live. She was emotional. She made a mistake. A $44 deadbolt kit mistake, a property damage mistake, a 15,000 witnesses mistake. You can't just throw someone out. I did, and security backed me up. Now you're both trespassing. My girlfriend stood up. I'm pregnant. I stopped. You're what? Pregnant, with your baby. You're throwing out the mother of your child. You're lying. I'm not. When did you find out? 2 weeks ago. Show me the test. I don't have it. Show me a doctor's note. I haven't been to the doctor yet. Convenient. Her mom. How dare you question her? She's carrying your child. If she is, which I doubt, she can text me proof. Until then, you're both trespassing. Called security. They came up. Again. Same 2 officers. Younger one was definitely trying not to laugh now. Really? Older officer looked at me. She claims she's pregnant now. Officer looked at her. Ma'am, that doesn't give you tenancy rights. I'm carrying his child. That's between you two and potentially family court. It doesn't change the fact that you don't live here anymore. They escorted both of them out. She posted about it. Threw me out even though I'm pregnant. He's abandoning his child. Comments. Girl, if you're pregnant, show proof. This sounds fake. You're really milking this, huh? I posted my only response to the whole situation. Screenshot of her I'm pregnant text, followed by waiting for proof, will update when provided. Never got proof. Shocker. Update 2 week 3 was when things got truly insane. She'd moved on from I'm homeless to I'm taking legal action. Posted screenshots of emails to tenant rights organizations, legal aid societies, the local news. None of them took her case, because she didn't have a case. Then she pivoted. New strategy. Posted a long Instagram caption, tutorial, how to establish tenancy rights without a lease. Listed things like, receive mail at the address. She'd had her mail forwarded there. Have a key, which I took back. Keep belongings there, which I packed up. Pay bills. She'd Venmo'd me for groceries exactly 3 times. Her followers ate it up. OMG, this is so helpful. Saving this. You're so smart. My lawyer read it. She's publicly advising people how to fraudulently establish tenancy. That's, wow. Can we use this? Oh, absolutely. Because here's what she didn't know. The building had approved my request to remove her from the approved guest list entirely. She was flagged in their system as banned, attempted illegal eviction. Friday evening, she tried to use her tenancy claims, showed up with a locksmith, her own locksmith. Told him she'd been illegally locked out and needed to get back into her apartment. Security stopped them at the elevator. Ma'am, you're banned from this property. I live here. I'm on the lease. We have your photo flagged in our system. You are not on any lease in this building. The locksmith looked at her. You said you were on the lease. I am. They're lying. Security showed him the system. This is her photo. Status banned. Reason attempted illegal eviction. Locksmith, you tried to illegally evict someone? It was a misunderstanding. He left. Didn't even charge her the service call fee. She freaked out in the lobby, full meltdown, screaming about her rights, about discrimination, about calling the police. Security did call the police. She was given a formal trespassing warning this time. If she returned, she'd be arrested. She posted the police body cam footage request form, getting proof of police brutality. My lawyer. She knows body cam footage will show her being removed for trespassing, right? I don't think she thinks things through. Monday, her mom called my mom. My mom called me. Did her mother really just call me? What did she say? That you got her daughter arrested. She got a trespassing warning for trespassing. That's what I said. Then she called me a bad mother for raising such a heartless son. Sorry. Don't be. I told her she raised a daughter stupid enough to livestream herself committing a crime. Then I hung up. Thanks, Mom. Also, I watched the video. She's terrible at installing locks. Tuesday, I got served with papers. She was suing me. Small claims court, $12,000. Breakdown, $4,000 for unpaid rent contributions, $3,000 for emotional distress, $2,500 for property. I was withholding, $1,500 for moving expenses, $1,000 for damaged belongings. My lawyer reviewed it. This is going to be fun. Court date was 3 weeks out. I spent those 3 weeks documenting everything, every Instagram post, every lie, every time she changed her story, every bit of harassment her followers sent, compiled it into a 47-page document with screenshots, timestamps, and references. Meanwhile, she kept posting, taking him to court. He's going to pay. Justice is coming. Her followers hyped her up. Get your money. Sue him for everything. Make him suffer. Court day arrived. She showed up with her mom in a binder, like a huge 3-ring binder, tabs and everything. I showed up with my lawyer and a USB drive. Judge called our case. Her opening statement, 5 minutes of how I financially abused her, trapped her in a relationship, threw her out with nowhere to go, and kept her belongings hostage. My lawyer's opening. Your Honor, we have video evidence of the defendant announcing she was illegally evicting my client from his apartment while broadcasting live to 15,000 people on Instagram. Played the video in court. The judge watched the whole thing. Her announcing the eviction, the lock change attempt, me walking in, security explaining she wasn't on the lease, her claiming our apartment while security showed she had zero legal right to be there. Judge looked at her. You recorded yourself doing this? I was emotional. You purchased a lock-changing kit, brought it to an apartment you don't lease, and attempted to change the locks while broadcasting it on social media? He was ignoring my texts. That doesn't give you the right to steal his apartment. I wasn't stealing. What would you call changing someone's locks to prevent them from entering their own home? Silence. Judge looked at her claim. $4,000 for unpaid rent contributions. I paid for groceries and utilities. And do you have receipts showing you paid the landlord rent? No, because he paid it and I gave him money. That's cost sharing, not rent. You have no lease, no proof of tenancy, no legal right to demand repayment for shared living expenses. Went through every item, destroyed them all. Emotional distress? You caused your own distress by attempting a crime. Withheld property? You were given multiple opportunities to collect your belongings with security present. That's not withholding. Moving expenses? You moved yourself out after attempting to illegally evict him. Damaged belongings? Do you have proof any belongings were damaged? He threw my things in garbage bags. He packed your belongings when you were removed for trespassing. That's not damage. Case dismissed. But the judge wasn't done. Ma'am, filing frivolous lawsuits wastes court time and resources. You are ordered to pay court costs of $350. Additionally, if you continue to harass the plaintiff, he has grounds for a restraining order. Do you understand? She was crying. This isn't fair. You recorded yourself attempting a crime and posted it publicly. You're lucky you're not facing criminal charges. Court dismissed. Outside, her mom started yelling at me. You've destroyed her life. She has nothing now. Nothing. She destroyed her own life on Instagram Live to 15,000 people. She made one mistake. She made about 50 mistakes, all recorded, all public, all her fault. Walked away. My lawyer was grinning. That was beautiful. Judge absolutely demolished her. She's not going to stop. She will when she realizes she's losing money every time she tries something. Final update. It's been 2 months since the Instagram Live disaster. The video has 3.2 million views now across all platforms. It's been featured on Legal Breakdown YouTube channels, drama commentary channels, even a lawyer reacting to worst tenancy claims ever. She's now internet famous for all the wrong reasons. Her Instagram following crashed from 14,000 to 6,000, lost more than half. The ones who stayed are mostly there to watch the train wreck continue. She moved back with her parents, 2 hours away. According to mutual friends, the few who still talk to me about her, she's working on herself, which apparently means complaining about me 24/7 and planning her comeback. Posted a video last week, story time, how my ex stole my home. Completely rewritten history. Now she was on the lease, lie. She did pay rent, lie. I planned the whole thing. Security was corrupt. The Instagram Live was taken out of context. Impossible, it was live. Comments roasted her. Girl, we all saw the video. You can't gaslight the internet. Just take the L and move on. My apartment is peaceful. Fix the door frame she damaged. Cost $175, which she never paid back. Small price for peace of mind. Building security knows her on site. She's permanently banned. They updated her photo in the system to include do not allow entry under any circumstances. Started dating again. Went on a date last week. Told her the story. It's Googleable at this point. She laughed. Did you really just calmly call it entertainment for her followers? That's what she wanted, right? Entertainment. That's cold. She tried to steal my apartment on Instagram Live. I'm not worried about being cold. Work situation's fine. HR flagged all calls from her followers. Haven't heard anything in weeks. Her cancel campaign fizzled when people realized she recorded herself committing a crime. The court ordered $350 she owes me? Never paid it. My lawyer says we could pursue it, but it's not worth the effort. Let her have her $350 victory. My lease renewal came up. Decided to renew. I'm not letting her chase me out of my home. This is my place. She was here 4 months. I've been here 3 years. She doesn't get to take that from me. Got better locks though. The expensive smart locks where I can see who's at my door from my phone. Also got a Ring doorbell and cameras inside. Probably paranoid, but after someone tries to steal your home on livestream, paranoia seems reasonable. People ask if I feel bad, if I regret humiliating her. No. She humiliated herself. I just documented it. She chose to broadcast her crime. She chose to keep lying about it. She chose to sue me for fake damages. She chose to send her followers after me. Every consequence she faced was a direct result of her choices. She wanted Instagram fame. She got it. Just not the kind she wanted. 14,962 people watched her try to steal an apartment. Millions more have watched it since. That's not my fault. That's hers. The internet doesn't forget. That video's not going away. Every future boyfriend, every job interview, every new friend group, someone will eventually Google her name and find it. That's her legacy. Not mine. I'm doing fine. My apartment's still mine. My locks work. My security knows who to keep out. My life is drama-free. And somewhere, she's at her parents' house? Probably still telling people she's the victim. The internet knows better. 3.2 million people and counting.